Welcome back. You're watching News9 Live with me, Neha Khanna. We're discussing government formation and what is likely to happen over the next couple of days. Let's go across to our guest. Bipin Sharma is with me on the show. Bipin Sharma, let's speculate a bit on what may happen on Sunday and Monday. We don't have a crystal ball. As journalists, all we can do is speculate. So I'm going to ask you some critical questions. We are counting down to the swearing-in ceremony that's going to take place this Sunday at 6 p.m. It'll be very interesting to see which other ministers take the oath of office along with Prime Minister Modi. But there are a couple of critical questions at the moment. One, do you believe that the top four portfolios will stay with the BJP, and is Prime Minister Modi likely to retain the same leaders as last time, or could we see some fresh face being inducted into the Cabinet Committee on Security? For starters, let's talk about that.
Thanks, Neha. So, you see, there's no denying that it's going to be an uphill task for Narendra Modi when he takes over as the PM for the third time. But eventually it will be a smooth sailing, you see, because as we all know that a dominant, a very charismatic prime minister for the first time is going to be subjected to the compulsion of coalition. And as rightly said by the former Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh, the compulsion of coalition. So he has to perform his dharma to the fullest, and he has to keep his ally partners in good humor because there are no other options. But the good thing is that you see, look at the coincidence, the beauty of our federal structure and the pure coincidence that both the allied partners, the key allied partners, JDU and the TDP, are having a very prominent role presently, both at the center and at the state level. So, and incidentally, both Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar happen to be the CM, the present CM. So, as far as the key four portfolios are concerned, you see, whether it is the Defense Ministry or the Agriculture Ministry, the Home Ministry, the Rail Ministry, so of course the Speaker's post. So with my journalistic understanding, I would say that as far as Defense Ministry is concerned, Rajnath Singh is going to be continued. So that is going to stay with BJP. That is for sure. And Home Ministry again, no second thoughts that Amit Shah is going to be the new Home Minister, and he's going to retain that. And as far as Agriculture Ministry is concerned, again, that's a very key thing because we all understand that agriculture plays a very key role in our economy. So again, that Agriculture Ministry is going to be retained. But then as far as Speaker's post is concerned and then Rail Ministry is concerned, I think Rail Ministry might go to JDU, the allies. So, that is, I think, as far as keeping their ally partners in good humor is concerned. But then the important part is that we should not forget that the body language today said it all, you see, because the ally partners seem to be absolutely on one page, one frequency level. So it seems that it might be a very smooth sailing initially, I mean, as far as the first 6 months are concerned. And of course, the critical issues like Agniveer,
yeah, we'll come to that. We'll come to that. But, it's interesting you say that it's likely to be smooth sailing. Let's remind ourselves that the sulking normally begins after portfolio allocation, not before that.
Keeping in mind that Nitish Kumar's past track record.
Exactly. So every time somebody says this is going to be an absolutely stable government
in our country.
Exactly. This is a man who's become synonymous with Ayaram Gayaram politics in India, and therefore let me be very honest and say this, that when he said today during the NDA meeting, I will be with Prime Minister Modi at all times, it did invite a lot of sniggers and chuckles from many quarters, and most definitely his critics who will remind us that he has walked in and out of the NDA alliance at least 5 times in the last decade. Okay, my director tells me I need to take another break here on the show, but don't go anywhere. We'll continue this conversation on the other side.
There are beautiful golf courses, there are well-played golf courses, there are great greens. But I think we are a combination of everything.
Now, because of the
amongst themselves. So let me go back to Bipin Sharma at this point. Bipin Sharma, any guesses as to which of the portfolios could go to the allies come Monday or Tuesday?
Well, there are plenty of portfolios that can go to the ally partners. I mean, for example, Ministry of Child, Women Welfare. So then, of course, Minority Affairs is a separate thing altogether. Then HRD Ministry is again a very key ministry. So, and then, as far as External Affairs Ministry is concerned, then again, it is going to be a very contentious issue between BJP and their ally partners, because BJP for sure would like to retain the External Affairs Ministry portfolio and for their leaders. So I think it all boils down to a very interesting situation. And why I say this is because compared to 2014 and 19, Narendra Modi was, when he was the CM also of Gujarat, then also he had a very free hand. He used to take decisions. But what happens in a situation of a fractured mandate, or when a particular political party does not get a clear-cut mandate majority, so in such a scenario, then their ally partners keep them on tenterhooks. So I think, and then the process of economic policies, economic growth gets impacted. So this definitely is going to be an uphill task for Narendra Modi in his 3.0 stint. But then the important factor is he has to get his house in order. And there is a very strong likelihood that since Chandrababu Naidu is going to be content staying in Andhra Pradesh and doing the welfare of the residents of Andhra Pradesh. So, but then he's definitely going to demand his pound of flesh. Though the initial signs are quite different, the body language, they all seem to be very content, and they seem to be very comfortable with Narendra Modi as their leader and as the Prime Minister. So they are reposing all the faith in the world on his capabilities, his potential, and they were all full of praise for his earlier, this 10-year rule as Prime Minister. But then the point here is that, because there are a lot of issues where, the opinions, the views of the ally partners have to be taken into consideration. Caste census is going to definitely play a very pivotal role. Then one nation, one poll, uniform civil code, because BJP was quite clear, their leaders were quite clear when they were in the election mode, they were going to, for the rallies, they were making it very clear that when they are voted to power, uniform civil code will see the reality of the day.
And
so
surprisingly,
that again,
the JDU has said that they are actually okay with uniform civil code and one nation, one poll, even CAA and NRC. Agniveer, amongst the main schemes, seems to be the only bone of contention for now.
So the question here is review. So review, amendments, and so that I think holds the key to success here, how you can clinch, because ultimately if it has to be a smooth sailing, there will be a few hiccups, there is no denying that. But then it all boils down to the political maturity of Narendra Modi, Amit Shah. And we should not forget that Amit Shah is the Chanakya of the 21st century. And he would leave no stone unturned in ensuring that the allies are kept in good humor. And here, I must bring into the discussion a very important point. Harkrishan Singh Surjit, who was hailed as the master stitcher of coalition.
The great unifier, yes.
Great unifier. Yes. So then, Chandrababu Naidu tried to Harkrishan Singh Surjit in 2019, but failed miserably. So as a result, BJP again was back in power with a thumping majority in 2019. So here, look at the irony or the twist in the tail that here Chandrababu Naidu has joined hands with BJP and is in the NDA fold. So a lot of challenges are going to be there. But then, I mean, as they say, if the start is good, and then I think it seems that all will go well, and it hopefully should be a smooth sailing.
Okay. Now, in this last segment, 15 p.m. on Sunday evening. All right, as we wrap up this discussion, Bipin Sharma, let me ask you, what is your take on what's happening in Maharashtra? Do you believe Devendra Fadnavis will insist on stepping down as Deputy Chief Minister? What kind of changes is the BJP likely to bring about in its organizational machinery ahead of the crucial Maharashtra Assembly polls? Then there are also a lot of questions about what's going on with Uddhav Thackeray and Ajit Pawar. What's your take?
It's a very important question, you see, because we should take into consideration the fact that Devendra Fadnavis showed immense political maturity, great heart, when he stepped aside and made way for Eknath Shinde to become the CM of Maharashtra, the financial capital of the country. So I think that was also great, compared to Uddhav Thackeray, who was reluctant when there was a formula of rotational CM, between an arrangement between BJP and Sena. So, that is one thing. And the fact that he has made it amply clear that the buck stops with him. And then the fact for the debacle in Maharashtra, the Lok Sabha 2024, and then the fact that he's wanting to concentrate at the organizational level in Maharashtra, so that, the forthcoming state elections, BJP again makes a marvelous comeback. And we should not forget that BJP is the single largest political party in Maharashtra presently, with 103 seats. So that is also, and then the fact, of course, we can't deny the fact that there is all the probability that BJP can take Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray faction also into its NDA fold. So anything is possible in politics. And as far as Indian politics is concerned, you can't predict anything, and you can't write the political obituary of any politician. Look at Nitish Kumar. The moment we start thinking that his days are numbered and he makes marvelous comeback, and then same applies to Chandrababu Naidu.
Yes.
When the chips were down, how he is again.
Somebody who was in jail till not too long ago. So both these leaders.
Now he's in a commanding position both at the central level and at the state level.
And in Andhra. So he has all his fingers in the pie. A spectacular comeback by Chandrababu Naidu, and clearly Nitish Kumar, keeps proving his critics wrong. He may have switched sides, a lot of times, but clearly he is the ultimate survivor.
But very
because his
important
calculations seem to work
BJP,
out. Yes, very quickly, sir.
Yeah, BJP also has to understand, because when they'll analyze the reasons for their debacle in Maharashtra, the fact that they took some tainted leaders, into their fold. So that also, because this is the reason why the opposition went hammers and tongs against them and cited the washing machine example. So I think that also needs to be borne in mind.
Okay, well, yes, that's also been said of Praful Patel, who's got relief from a tribunal in a money laundering case. So the opposition will, of course, continue to make that argument about the BJP's washing machine. But the big question right now really is, what is NDA 3.0 going to look like? The swearing-in ceremony takes place this Sunday.